it's Jody. I'm back with another tutorial. We are going to be using, excuse me, I'm sorry, we're going to be using some more of the Curated bead box, lily pads and ponds and lily pads, that's what it is, yes. So we're going to be using some of that today, and we're going to be making a quick necklace and a cute little pair of earrings. And so I'm going to flip you guys around and I'll be right back. Oh, but first, before I go, I just went back and read some of the comments about when I was having that bad day. You guys are so sweet and so kind. Thank you so much. I'm just letting you know that yes, we all have them, yep. But today is a good day. Today is a good day. Regardless of what the day brought, it's still a good day. It's a good day for me. I'm hoping it's a good day for you. It's going to turn into a good evening for me. We just had tacos for dinner. We did Taco Monday. So it was easy to make dinner, easy to clean up, and I have a full tummy and I am ready to rock and roll. So I hope you guys are ready for this, and I think you're going to really like this. I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back. So what we have from the Curated bead box are these beautiful, like turquoise bluish, drizzle beads. We have those. We have these really pretty blue bicones. Those are really pretty. Just getting off camera there. Sorry about that, guys. And then we also have the light blue crackle beads. Those are really pretty too. So we're going to be using those. I brought some stuff from my own stash. I brought some little leafy bead caps. I brought some cute little silver birds that we're going to be using, thanks to my good friend Risa, who sent these to me. And I have some little links, little silver links that were from my stash. And I have a pair of ear wires, some other like little findings. I have a clasp, and I have some Coriana chain. And I cut this Coriana chain to, I forgot how many inches it was. I looked at the tape measure. But my intention is to make it a short-ish necklace, not super short, but short-ish. But I want the center to be long, just like a long beaded center. So we have about 25 inches of Coriana chain. I can include where I've been getting my Coriana chain in the show notes. I've been including I have been including it when I've been using it, but I will go ahead and do that again as well, so you don't have to try to go back and find the right video. So it'll be in there for you. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and clear ourselves a little bit of a runway here with some of the stuff that we don't need right away. We will need this soon though. Oh, and I do have some head pins and some eye pins and some jump rings as well, because we will probably need some of that stuff too. I don't have my glasses on, but now I'm getting them. There we go. Now we're completely ready. So what my vision is to have, let me make sure you guys can see everything I got going on here. Just gonna move you a little bit. Hold tight, guys. I'm just gonna move you just a hair. There we go. Okay, so we have this blue bead that I want to use there, and this one. I would like to do some bicones in between them. And I want to do this little bird, I think at the bottom, with just another little bicone underneath that little bird, okay? I'm not sure if we'll end up using these. Maybe I'll do those instead of the blue bicones, because I really kind of like the way these little links look. Hold on, let me see. So if we do that, and do this, and maybe the little blue bicone at the bottom, and maybe one at the top there. I kind of like the way that looks. See, so I want the center of my necklace to go down long. I want it to be really long. Maybe we do another bigger bead there though, like that. Okay, so I think we got it. I think we got it. We're gonna need a couple of those real quick. So let me just scoot these aside, and we're gonna go ahead and make some, we're gonna need one head pin for now. And we are going to need several of these eye pins. There we go. And we're gonna go ahead and just do simple loops for these little eye pins. And I'm just gonna make a couple here, and I'll go ahead and pause it for you, and I will come back and we'll put them all together, just so if anyone is new here, they can see how they're made. I'll go through the steps on this next one here. Okay, like so. All right, so this one we're going to use, I like to cover up where the paint didn't go all the way over the top of the bead hole. So that's what my bead caps are used for little small imperfections like that, to where you're not going to see that. See that? Look, covers it right up. So here's my eye pin, and I'm putting these bead caps on here. And of course, bead caps make it pretty too, but I mainly use them for when I'm trying to cover something up. All right, and then we're just going to bend that wire straight over like so. I know a lot of people use their pliers to bend their wires. I just use my thumbs because I feel like I have more control over it than I do the pliers. And leaving about 1/4 of an inch of wire to make your loop. You want to cut the rest of that off. And then just roll it back onto the bead. So that's what you get. Okay, and then down here for this little bead, I shouldn't say little, these are humongous beads. We're going to use this ball head pin, and we're going to use this because we're going to do a wire wrap bead. So you're going to see both types, the simple wrap bead and the wire wrap bead. So just grabbing a hold of that wire right over top of the bead, just bend your wire straight over. And then back over top of the pliers again, around those pliers. And then when you pull that wire underneath, it should go right over top of your bead and right underneath your pliers like that. And we are going to, because I don't want to use a jump ring, we're going to loop this little guy right onto our little loop that we are making here. I can't grab anything. I don't know how to use my pliers today, you guys. So did anybody watch the Super Bowl last night? We did not. We're not super big NFL fans unless it has to do with the Detroit Lions, of course, but we're more college football fans. University of Michigan, of course. So we did not watch it. Instead, I was in bed at 7 o'clock because I was exhausted. I didn't get a nap yesterday like I planned. I kind of relaxed on the couch. Well, I did get a nap, but it wasn't a nap. It wasn't like a good 2-hour nap. It was like a 30-minute nap, which I know should be good enough, but I really wanted to sleep longer. But I know that if I want to sleep longer, I need to go lay down in bed. But I just curled up on the couch, like in my little recliner spot on the couch, and slept like that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and, you know what, we only have a couple left. Let's just do it on video. This one can be a little bit longer. I have been making some shorter ones lately. All right, so let's do another simple loop. Plus what we have left is going to be super easy to do, so it's not going to be a big deal. All right, so I came home from work today, and I'm kind of talking quiet so the boys don't hear me. Both boys were being so sweet. They were doing up dishes and they were sweeping. It really made my day, and I can't even tell you like how much stuff like that means to me when the kids just take it upon themselves. I didn't ask them to do it at all. They just did it themselves, and I think they know because I had such a bad day that one day last week that they're probably scared of me now, but, or either that they just don't want me to have a bad day and they're just trying to be really kind, which is really sweet. That made me really, really happy. They have no idea how happy that made me to walk in and see that. It's just one less thing that I have to worry about doing. So it was a really good thing. Okay, so that little bird one's being stubborn. All right, so let's go ahead and connect these real quick. And I didn't want to use jump rings because I didn't want that many rings in between. So we are just doing it this way. But I did want to use these rings because I like the way they look. They're really pretty. So that's why we're using them. I love these little links. I'd like to get enough of them one time just to like hook together with like a bead in between and just make a really long chain with it. I think that would be so pretty. I might do that. Maybe I'll just invest in some and make a really pretty chain for summer. Do like maybe different colored little tiny beads in between, you know, just like a couple in between, like wrapped like this, and use that as my chain. That'd be really cool, I think. I might try that. If I give it a shot, guys, I'll let you know how it works out, and then maybe I'll make one on a tutorial if you guys want to know how I did it. But it'd be pretty simple. I'm sure you guys would be able to see it and say, oh, I know exactly what you did. I'm not dealing with a ton of newbies here. I know that there's a lot of you that have been doing this your entire life. But I do love that there are new people here too that are new to beading, and I just want to say welcome to the most fun and addictive hobby that you've ever had, and enjoy it. And we are all of us are each other's resources. There's so many things that you guys teach me that I didn't know, and I love that we can spread our knowledge of things that we've done and tried and ideas along to each other. And I think it's just so great. There's so many times where someone's like, oh, you could do this with that. And I'm just floored because I never thought of that, you know. And I always felt like I'm a pretty creative person, but everyone's brains work so different. We're all so different from each other that it's just really cool for us to be able to learn from each other. Oh, it looks like I'm missing one link here. I knew I had the right amount out. What happened? All right. So here we go. So it was hard to believe that today was Monday already. Like, I feel like on Fridays, I get in my car, I blink once, and then I'm back in my car and I'm back at work. I'm like, where does my weekend go? It's so funny how 8 hours at work can sometimes be so long, but if you have 8 hours at home, it goes by so fast. All right, so, and then you can turn these all a little bit, and I don't mind if they're not perfectly flat, like facing outward. They're going to just kind of turn a little bit on their own, and I think that's going to be pretty. All right, so we have that for now. So let's go ahead and put our chain on here. And again, don't despair. I'll let you know where to find this Coriana chain. I've been getting it on Etsy, and the person that I've been getting it from, they ship really fast, so it's really nice. All right, let's get a few of our beads out here. And my intention is not to bead this all the way up, but I do still want a good amount of beads because I want this to be very, very much blue, you know, just really, really pretty. So we're gonna get a few of these out. And we need some of those bicones. The shades of blue in this, you know, just like they did with the shades of green that they included in this month's box, is just phenomenal, just beyond me. And none of these are gemstones, but you know what? I don't mind because they're just so pretty. And I love these like little crackle beads. I don't know what it is about them, but I just love them. Okay, so right here we are going to do, we're going to put on our little bead cap, and we're going to put on one of these druzy beads and another bead cap. I said druzy beads, I meant drizzle beads. You guys know what I mean. I know you know what I heard, what I meant and not what I said. All right. So I feel like I've been kind of counting down to my vacation time when I go down to the Keys with my husband and our friends, and I am so looking forward to it. It's going to be such a nice getaway, and we're going to be down there for about 5 days, just, you know, hopping from one place to the next and enjoying all the scenery and just enjoying our friendships and just having such a really nice time. And I'm so looking forward to it. I think it's going to be fantastic. And my girlfriend and I were, you know, teasing. We were saying, you know, well, let's get tickets and then let's go down and fly first class, me and you, and put the guys in coach. And I said, you know what? I'm game for that. We could do that. It's not a bad idea. And then when they come up to use the bathroom, we can tell them, go back to your side, peasant. Oh, I'm just kidding. You guys know I'm kidding. But yeah, it's funny. We like to joke around like that. And it's just going to be so nice. The place that we're looking at has 2 bedrooms and 2 baths. And, you know, of course, it has like a full kitchen and has like a really great big like outdoor like big patio that has a grill and everything. And we plan on doing like a fishing excursion, like not one of the big ones where you're trying to catch marlin and stuff. We just want to catch like regular fish that we can just cook and eat. So we plan on doing that one night. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do. You know, I want to go to the beach areas, and I want to collect some seashells just like Wendy would be doing, and, you know, think about her while I do it, of course. And I am such an early riser. You guys know how early I get up, that I plan on hopefully hitting the beach before sunrise so I can see if I can find any goodies that I can bring home with me. I got to make sure that they're not alive though, because I'm flying home and I don't want to get in trouble for having stinky luggage or something. All right, so we're probably gonna do just a few more here. Let's do another one of these crackle beads. On both sides. There we go. And then let's do our little drizzle beads. I keep saying little, but they're ginormous beads. They're really huge. They're 10 millimeter. And I know you guys are saying, oh, that's not that big, but you know, because I'm a 6 millimeter girl, that the 10 millimeters are like big, huge gumballs to me. Here we go. And then we're going to end it with a little bicone on both sides, leaving some of this beautiful chain exposed. Move that out of the way. Just need 2 bicones. And there we go. And there. Okay, so that's what our necklace is going to look like, and I think it looks really cute. I love the little bird on it, and we're going to pull these two up together to make sure we have this centered appropriately, because I do want to add a couple crimp tubes here just to make them so the beads don't slide around. So let me find those little crimp tubes. Got a bunch of everything here. All right, so let's put on a crimp tube. Is it on there? Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, blended in perfectly. All right, now I'm going to be very careful, and I'm going to just let it sit right there. I mean, if it moves a little bit, it's fine. But then I'm going to go in here with my flat pliers, my chain nose pliers, and I'm going to close it. Just crimp it shut like that. We're not using our crimping pliers because we don't need to, because it's the Coriana chain, and we just want to flatten it, and it'll make it blend in with the chain like so. And then we're going to take the other end and we're going to do the same thing. And this one we can actually lift up because we have the other one crimped. And I'm just going to take my pliers and just flatten it down. Just give it a nice squish, just like that. So now those are squished down there. They're not going to go anywhere. There's still enough movement in the materials for me, so that's good. And then let's go ahead and put on our clasp. So we have this cute little flower toggle clasp that I thought that would be just perfect with this. And we have a couple of the clamshells and a couple of the crimp tubes because we need those as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to put on our clamshell first. This is how we close off the end of Coriana chain. If you don't know, you put your clamshell on first, and then you put your crimp tube on. All this fuzz. I said I was going to change out my mat or shake it out, but I never did, so I have all this fuzz. And then we're going to leave just a little bit of room at the top, and we're going to squish it down. And you want to squish it down good. Not so hard where you're going to break the chain, but hard enough to where it's not going to move. And see, this one moved. So that's why I gave myself a little bit of room. And I'll just go ahead and squish it down. And you know, you can do a little dab of glue here. If I'm giving a piece away or going to sell it, I will put a little bit of glue inside my clamshell, just a little tiny dot before I close it up. And then you can go ahead and just close your clamshell just like that. Another good reason to crimp down the beads, let's say this chain did break. These beads aren't going to go flying everywhere. They're going to stay right here. So someone doesn't have to crawl around the floor and collect a bunch of beads. It's going to stay right on the chain. So that's another good reason to do that. I mean, I've had necklaces that I bought, you know, from big retailers that broke the chain. So it's definitely possible, even in a handmade item. All right. And now I'm like, where are my jump rings? I know I grabbed them. I must have set them down somewhere else. All right. Give myself a little room there. Pull out that fuzz. Give my piece a little tug. And yep, it did move a little bit. So we want to go ahead and crimp it down. There we go. Now that's better. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pause this, find my jump rings. I'll be back, and then we'll finish off this necklace, and then we'll make our cute little pair of earrings real quick. Right back. Okay, I'm back, and I have my jump rings. So I did pull them out, but then I laid them on the shelf instead of bringing them to my table. I must have got distracted by something and said, oh, I need one of those too, or something, and I'd set them down for a second, and yeah, oh, you know. You know, and my intentions yesterday were to rearrange my desks and try to get my space a little bit better, but that did not happen. I ended up watching a show. What was it called? It was just a limited season, and I started it over the weekend. Like I started it, well, actually, I think I started it last weekend. Shoot, what was it called? It was some kind of, oh, it was called Dear Child. It was some kind of like, it was like a crime drama type thing, and it was really good. So I watched like 4 of the seasons, I think last weekend, and then I watched the rest of it Sunday, because Saturday was too busy to watch anything. I didn't have time to do anything or watch anything. All right. And that was on Netflix, by the way, in case you're wanting to check it out. But it was good. It was like a crime drama. It was just really good though. All right, so there's our necklace. And I think that turned out really, really pretty. And it reminds me of spring. It definitely looks like spring, and I am ready for that. Okay, so let's move that little guy aside and let's grab a couple more beads. We need some more rings. We need our birds. And we need just a couple more of these little bead caps here. Okay, I only need 2 and 2. We're not gonna go crazy with these earrings. They're gonna be pretty simple and easy to do. All right. So first thing we need to do is we need to decide where we're gonna put things. So I think what I want to do is I wanna put the bird in between these 2. Oh, yeah, definitely wanna put the bird in between these 2, do the bicone here, and hang the cute little, these little guys in between. So it is going to be a little bit longer of an earring. You can shorten that down quite a bit if you want to. You don't have to use as much as I'm doing, but I like long earrings on myself, and these are for me, so I am going to go all in. All right, so let's go ahead and put some of these on here, and I'll do a couple, and then I will go ahead and pause this for a few and do the rest off camera, so that way I can make this go by a little bit quicker for you guys. So let's do this one, and let's go ahead and do this one. Since they're both 2 different kinds of loops. We did our simple loop, and now we're going to do our wrapped loop. Okay, remembering to hang it on here first so that I don't have to use a jump ring or redo it. I feel like I need like cameras on my hands so you guys can see what my hands are doing when I'm like turning, when I'm trying to be a contortionist and turn my hands all around. Okay, there we go. All right, I will be right back, and I will have all these little things finished, and then we will put the earrings together. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's get these earrings put together, shall we? Getting rid of all the tools I don't need right now. And we're just gonna put these together real quick. Won't take long at all. There we go. Oops, what did I do that for? You guys, you gotta stop me. I just get ahead of myself. I was daydreaming. Actually, what I was thinking about is I'm like, you know, I always do a showcase of the bargain bead box, but I don't do one of the curated bead box. And I was thinking, I really need to do that. You know, I need to show everything that I've been able to make. So with this with this box, I will end up showing you guys a showcase too at the end of one of the videos. And that way you can see everything I've done with the box, because I'm not using everything that's in it, of course. Like, I'm using the silver and this came with gold, but I want you to see, like, you know, you can definitely use whatever you have along with it. You don't have to use only what they send, of course, you know, and I know you know that already, but I guess what I'm trying to say is you can really make some of these boxes stretch. And for those of you who are trying to get, you know, more bang for your buck, like myself, it's definitely one of those things where you will, you know, dig into your stash, find some of the things that go with it, you know, find some charms that you can put with it and make it totally yours. You know, find some different links and things that you can use. Make your own links even, you know, you can definitely make it with some wire and hammer it, and it would be really cute. All right, so now we're gonna hang this from our ear wire. And there's one little pair of birdie earrings, and it looks adorable. All right, so we need a couple more. Nope, I got all my rings right there, okay. Thought I dug them out already. All right, let's make our second pair. If you wanted to, you could hang these beads in the opposite direction or the bird in a different location on here, and it would make it look like it's not even, you know what I mean? Kind of like asymmetrical earrings in a way, you know, where it's just a little bit different. I'm seeing a lot of that too lately, where one earring is a hoop and one is a string, and it's really kind of cool. It kind of brings me back to, you know, the style of the 80s where, you know, you would wear two different earrings in your ears, and it was just kind of cool again, I guess. You can tell I spent most of my living years, or my formative years, I guess, in the 80s, because I remember so much of it. All right. And our little bicone, he's next. And then our ear wire. I'll get that ear wire on there. All right. There we go. There's our little earrings and our cute little necklace. It looks really pretty. I'll go ahead and I'll get these on for you guys and show you what they look like. I'll be right back. Okay, so here's the earrings. They're long. They're pretty long, but I like them that way. But remember, like I said, you can shorten it up. Even if you leave out the links, it's going to take off a lot. So if you need shorter earrings, it would take off a lot of length there. Or you could even just do one bead in your little bird, and it would be really, really cute if you had little birds or whatever little charms that you're wanting to use. And then here's the necklace. So that's how it hangs, and that's exactly what I wanted it to do. I wanted it just to be right here on my chest and then right here for where it's hanging. And I think it turned out really cute. Very blue, doesn't look great against my pinkish top, but you guys get the idea. So there's our second necklace and a pair of earrings from the Curated bead box. I have a lot of beads left. I have a ton of beads left, and I'm sure we can come up with some really cute things. I think we need to make a few bracelets out of it, and maybe one that even match this, even with maybe a cute little bird. That would be adorable. So we'll see what we come up with. And even if I don't do a tutorial, but I still make something with this, I'll set it aside so that we can do a really fun showcase after the box is all done. All right, sound good, guys? All right, again, thank you all so much for your support and your love and your kindness and your wonderful words that you say to me. You really make me feel so good. You really do. I have some great friends here, and I'm so happy to be part of this group, and I'm so happy that you've all accepted me into your little flock, and it really makes me really makes me happy. I feel like God pointed me in your guys' direction all those years ago, and it took me a while to jump in and let you guys see who I am. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I know you guys, and I wish I could see you all in person and hang out with you and do things with you guys. And I know we all live in different places, right? So it's hard. But if you guys are ever in Kalamazoo, Michigan, give me a quick text or something and let me know, and I'd be happy to meet you and have some lunch with you or something. I think it'd be wonderful. So if you're ever in my area, just let me know. All right, everybody, much love to you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye.